Good evening and welcome to the Gold Sword Finals between DDRKirby and Akumagath 17. My name is Joki and I'm joined in the booth here this evening by Furious Prince 97. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Yeah, really looking forward to this race. It's the one they've all been waiting for, and they're of course competing for the coveted prize of the podcast interview with Dante, Huffy Durfy, and Timp. So this is going to be a real race to watch.
I know it's been a very long time coming for both these runners, and I want to just see how much they've both improved to get to the finals of the Gold Sword bracket.
Yep. So this is game one, so it could be a long one. We could have 3 games. We could just have 2. But I've been following Akumagath from the quarterfinals, and he is a very strong runner. So expect some upsets today. Giving a shout out to our Restreamer, Amarith, and to our tracker this evening, Shinmaru. Thank you for stepping in, guys, to help tonight.
Yeah. Shout out to both of them, and we are just waiting on their delay to go and catch up to start us off.
Yeah, we've got about 6 seconds.
And they're off.
Indeed. This seed is the worst.
Settings for this is going to be standard assured sword. So let's see what happens. A bottle right there in Link's house, so that's good when they get to Kakariko.
Absolutely. There'd be nothing on Sick Kid, because the seed's the worst, apparently, according to Uncle. We have Green Pendant at Eastern Palace, crystals everywhere else. I haven't forgotten, by the way, Furious Prince, that you were my week 6 opponent here in the Mentors tournament, and I unfortunately had to pull out due to internet issues.
Yeah, I still look forward to one day eventually getting the chance to race you.
Yes, a rematch will be good. The uncle just has $20.
Shame on you for looting a dead man's pockets. A sleeping man's pockets, I'm sorry.
Container piece in the treasure chest there. We have around 40 viewers in chat as far as I can see. Please do get your well wishes on. If you'd like any shout outs whilst they're heading down to the dungeons, we're happy to do it. Standard routing. Left hand side of the castle here to go down to the map room.
Kirby having to go and grab those security hearts there at the top before making his way down to the dungeon.
Yeah, it's being trolled by the green guards. Map chest just has $20 today. Yes, you're right. The uncle is alive at the end of the game. Link didn't murder him.
It's the Triforce. It granted his wish.
Yeah. So the heart there off the green guard, I don't know if that gives us any info on the pack that they carry.
3 checks, 3 rupees.
It's not terrible. You know, it's a little bit of money towards the bottle vendor.
Let's see if they can get a good tree pull before heading into Kakariko, because otherwise they'll just need a little bit more money before they can get to bottle vendor.
Not terrible. You know, it's a little bit of money towards the bottle vendor.
Oh, goodness.
There's a bit of feedback there.
Yeah, I was watching the Twitch stream, and I guess it decided it didn't want to pause anymore.
Watching the Twitch stream as well, but I've got it muted on a different screen.
I was just having chat pulled up on my phone. Goodness.
It's all good. Hot, hot, hot pack. Hot fairy, good pack.
Already having bombs before the back escape is also really well for them as well. Going into Kakariko, they still will need to find just a couple more, but 3 bombs just to get their escape is all right.
Yeah, and of course they can buy bombs as well in Kakariko Village.
Yep, but they just gotta manage their money a little bit better, or find a lot more rupees, possibly a Houlihan to go and just get the money for both Bottle Vendor and a pack of bombs if they can't afford both.
There's not much to say about this part of the run. It's fairly standard. Running through the sewers. I don't
Keeping
know if they'll kill... Gone.
Keeping up neck and neck with each other. Timers are staying relatively the same in the same spots.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't know if these snakes or rats are going to drop anything. No, just hearts. Nothing there from the rat pack. That magic drop's nice though. Just a lot of love and some paper in the back of his cape there.
It was a burrito. He's hungry.
Yep. Extra meat. Meat in that burrito.
We don't ever see Link go and eat unless he goes and grabs the apples, so I call them burritos. Gives him at least some form of nutrients.
Yep. Someone bringing up toilet paper there in the chat. I wasn't going to be so rude. So no divergence yet. They're all doing the fairly standard routing, heading over to the Lost Woods.
I agree, Amarith. Just a little bit over 6 minutes. Not bad times at all by both these runners for escape.
Just
Kirby
hearts in the tree pool.
Kirby deciding to check the tree pool, whereas Kima just decided to skip it over. But both of our runners picking up the bow, there in the mushroom spot.
I wonder if either of them is going to go for that Eastern Palace play. Pick up the green pendant and turn it in on Sassy. It's an option. Lots still to check in Kakariko though. Heading into Blowing's hideout. Hopefully we'll see something good.
Okay, mirror and mushrooms.
And $50.
Well, they have the money now.
That's a very nice blind hideout.
Welcome in the chat. If you're just joining us as well, this is the first game of the gold bracket in the Gobo Podcast Mentor Tournament. We are watching Kirby and Akumagath try and fight it out for that coveted gold sword.
Wow, what a Kakariko well! Moon Pearl and the Titan's Mitt.
Goodness.
DDRKirby going straight for the Dark World. Akumagath visiting the bottle vendor. We have Crystal 6 at Thieves Town, 5 at Ice Palace, and Pendants at Turtle Rock and Misery Maya.
So no true Ice Rod hunt for us tonight. Possibly.
Maybe. It all depends, I suppose, on what's on that pedestal. Although I don't think it's going to be of consequence. This is a very interesting routing. I can't remember ever seeing it being routed like this, but
our first little chance of divergence as well.
Yeah. One going to Thieves Town, the other one to the Cuckoo House.
10 minutes in.
At 10 minutes, yeah. Akumagath finding the big key of Thieves Town there. It's not a terrible play, particularly if he's good at the blind script, to just get this dungeon done.
Uncle was right. This seat is the worst. There was nothing on Sick Kid.
In the back of the tavern there, that could be an issue for Akumagath, because if there's something in the big chest of Thieves Town, and he doesn't have that hammer... Oh no, he's only doing the front 4. Sensible. I had a feeling he might go the full hog, you know, clear the dungeon.
He very much could have. He had, well, he only has 2.5 hearts left. It'd be a really tight call to make that decision. Without hammer as well, he probably just decided it was the best option just not to do all of it.
Deviating a lot to check Stumpy. Bombs. Nothing too consequential there. Rather than checking the K45, he's heading back towards the dig game. Oh, and this is a clever play, using the mirror to see what's on the maze game ledge.
And
we have
both
Ether
of them
Medallion.
Both of them finding something good on the light and the dark world in that area.
Yeah. Ether Medallion in the dig game, and the Book of Mudora on the maze game.
I do have to agree with something in chat. This kind of is a very confusing set of routing, staying in Dark World for that long. But I also understand that, you know, Dark World that early kind of tells you there's some sort of progression there.
Yep. It is very odd. But the benefits of them being in this side of the world picking up the Book of Mudora means that they can now go and check Pedestal. Very interesting seed so far. Akumagath picking up his frog.
If I'm looking at the tracker correctly, even with an out-of-logic travel up to Hera, they actually have 4 crystals already clearable to them.
Yep.
Of course, you're also counting for out-of-logic's dark rooms and out-of-logic trip to Death Mountain.
It's not as if these players are afraid of the dark, though, is it?
No, not these. These runners have found their way into the Gold Sword bracket finals. They're obviously well equipped to handle dark rooms.
I don't think there was anything of consequence there on the blacksmith.
I don't believe so either. Yeah, just 10 arrows.
Akumagath going in to get his hammer.
Back to route divergence.
Yeah, purple chest.
Now, Akumagath also did not finish up Kakariko when he was in here the first time, so it's not that too big of a surprise. But Kirby going for the purple chest is probably the most logical thing to follow it up with.
He's just dumped the purple chest outside the entrance to Thieves Town. Is it still going to be there when he comes out?
It should, and even if it's not, I mean, it's not. He's too far away from the blacksmith's house, anyways.
True.
Now let's see if Kirby goes and finishes the dungeon, or if he's just gonna check the first 4 as well and then dip out of here. Okay, thank you, Dapper, for the confirmation. Saying that the chest disappears after beating a dungeon, he believes.
Okay. So that probably means he's just going to do the front 4. Akumagath going in. A little bit surprised he didn't do this play of beating Thieves Town first time, but there's no shame in double dipping. Alphos there getting in the way a bit.
Surprising that with all the route divergence, both these runners are still almost neck and neck in regards to items and locations already checked. They might have done them in a different order, but they're almost still neck and neck at 17 minutes in.
I think they are exactly neck and neck. Yeah, they've both got 2 bottles, 1 bow, 1 hammer, 1 ether medallion, 1 mushroom, 1 book, 1 sword, 2 gloves.
Unfortunate death for Akumagath taking that death right there. Hopefully it won't discourage him from finishing up the dungeon right away.
Moon pearl, mirror, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, that room, the hallway there, is very, very dodgy on low health.
I'm not sure if they bought a red potion. I know that they have a green potion inside their bottle. I'm not sure what's inside their second bottle yet.
Well said. I remember a green potion, but I don't remember anything else.
Shinmaru, our tracker, is also in chat saying that they don't remember either one of them buying a potion as well.
It's on similar sorts of cash reserves, so yeah, they've not been shopping. Oh no! Akumagath taking another death there in the attic.
A very unfortunate death, for sure.
Gotta be frustrating. $20 there from blind sell. Does that mean the big chest has nothing in it now?
It could either have a key, or I don't know if we found the compass yet. Or, yeah, the compass, because the map item was in the vanilla Bakey chest.
Ah, okay. So we shall see how good DDRKirby's blind script is here. If he takes too much damage, he's also going to be going back to the start. Very good first couple of phases, though. Yeah, perfect. That is how you do it, boys and girls.
Thank you in chat for letting us know as well that the big chest must have the small key, because blind can't.
Yeah, that was a very nice fight. On 5 hearts, that's a difficult fight. So, very well played there by DDRKirby. Akumagath has got to be careful. He's back down to 1 heart. It looks as though it was a bee in the bottle rather than a red potion.
Well, Akumagath goes and finishes up Thieves Town. DDRKirby is going to go and finish up his Smith chain. So let's see what's in K45.
All
$5.
change. Small change. Of course, he's not checked Stumpy yet. We know, I think it's just bombs.
Yep, 3 bombs.
Yeah, that's a good call, Jon Snow. DDR, Kirby, and Mundungu, who was a bronze bracket finalist, have improved incredibly. This tournament. Just a heart container from the village outcast there. We are going to get a bomb boss tablets check though. Maxing out the Richter scale is what I do. Is that the hint for Quake Medallion?
It should be. So we're just going to have a kind of original medallion.
Could be very relevant because we don't know what Misery Mire and Turtle Rock entry requirements are.
They may not be necessary at all, both being pendants, but it'd be nice to have just in case you have to step foot in either one.
May not be necessary at all. I like that. Nice routing there to check the dam and the floodgate.
And we never said it, but Akumagath's blind fight was actually really well done as well. He followed it almost to the T on script as well. Both really good fights by both of them.
I don't think the hammer pegs had anything. No, just a single arrow.
Another B! Yay!
Yeah, we have had some extraordinary, unusual routing in this seed. Having both the Moon Pearl and the Titan's Mitts in Cackwell.
Makes for a whole bunch of entertaining checks.
Oh yes, I mean you do the Dark World and the Light World simultaneously, which is the way to do it, but it's just very odd as well.
It's a lot to keep track in your head when you're starting off from the beginning. Yeah, Amarith, and the hammer not being that far either was a really nice find.
Just trying to think if anything required could be on the pedestal now. Maybe the hook shot. You know, or somewhere deep in Turtle Rock like Mimic Cave. Thinking evil here.
Flippers could be on pedestal.
Yeah, they could be, yeah. Boots, hookshot, yep, all good suggestions. Let's be as evil as we can today, chat. Wish it into existence.
No, so we need one of those being on pedestal and one of those being on lumberjack ledge. That we get a full pedestal agaseed.
That would be good. Akumagath checking out the Desert Palace. Whereas DDRKirby is heading up to that said aforementioned lumberjack tree. Cash off the bush crabs there. There's a sword on the lumberjack tree.
Oh, how wonderful that would be if the boots were on pedestal. To have to go get the sword from Aga.
Have to. We don't know where the other swords are. They could both be in GT.
Flipeel saying it's shock block time. That would require some Aria, unfortunately, but a very good suggestion nonetheless.
What do you mean shock block?
Shock block is that new tech that was found to get into Castle Tower without needing either a second sword or the cape. It was just recently approved for races.
I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, there's some hype in chat over the old shock block there.
Just bombs there in Spec Rock.
Delivering nothing, as usual.
Dapper, I don't know if either one of these runners wants to try and do medallion barrier skip, but I mean, you are right, we do have ether.
Big key there in Hera. It's a nice find early. No hook shot for the pot though.
Kirby deciding to take it safe.
Yep. It's watching what's going on here.
Akumagath
Go on.
taking that mushroom over to Wish's hut.
Prescription drugs.
Very nice bomb jump by Kirby.
It's just a heart piece there. But dumping his B picks up another green potion. I'm surprised actually he didn't pick up the heart piece as well. Fake flippering to get back in the water. These are all very unique, different routes.
They really are. But that mushroom turn-in wasn't that bad of an idea either, because they had mushroom for a very long time.
Yeah. And how often is it that the witch has something useful? Did we get both items out of Hera?
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the mushroom. I'm so sorry.
We know it's just couch cash on the ether tablet, but I can't imagine that he'd be leaving basement behind. Oh, maybe he is. He doesn't have the lamp or the fire rod, so that's that, as they say.
Thank you in chat for saying there might be an item in the basement. We were just trying to figure out Akumagath's routing here. And Amarith, I do agree as well. That second green potion has me a little curious what they have planned.
He didn't save Scum reset to do the magic bat trick, did he?
He did not know.
What does Paradox Cave have for us today? Not a lot so far. A shield. Magic cape. So that Aga play now is in logic with the magic cape.
Just need a lamp, unless they're good with the castle tower dark rooms as well.
It's child's play for these two. Was there anything of consequence there in Ice Rod Cave?
There wasn't. Not when Kirby went over there the first time. I just forget what it was. Interesting. Interesting to do this from the southern portal and not the Turtle Rock portal. While also checking what the medallion would be. Even if not necessary, you at least have that knowledge.
I think if they're hoping to pick up a hook shot, they can do the hook shot cave along the way. What are those, though?
So Agatower really isn't logic when they find a lamp.
That is definitely a very nice find.
And to answer the question in chat, no, neither one of these runners have even been over to Sahasrahla yet. Both of them have just been exploring both Dark World and Light World at the same time. So it's made their routing a little bit slower than some might personally do. But neither runner is at fault. They had really early Dark World access.
Yeah, I mean, how often is it that you see Hookshot Cave at 34 minutes?
Ooh.
And that was a nice attempt at a hover there. DDRKirby obviously watching Andy Lassau an awful lot. This, of course, is his favourite trick. Being rewarded with a blue mail, or a purple mail.
Kirby looked like he was hesitating to figure out if he wanted to try it one last time to get that last check or isolate it.
Damfish delivering a heart piece today. Oh, there's a hookshot in Bonkrox.
I'm wondering if Kirby now regrets not going back here first.
True. But he was up on the mountain anyway from when he got those boots in Super Bunny Cave. So it made sense to check it when he was there.
Oh, absolutely. Bombos and King's Tomb, and we know exactly where our Quake is if we need it.
What are the odds of that scenario, though? We need the sword to that's that second master sword in the lumberjack tree. It's some very interesting odd routing here in this finals match. Pyramid Ledge having a shield.
Kirby just saying, no, I don't need it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the only thing it might be useful for is progressive addition in case they have to do laser bridge, but we don't want to go into Pendant Turtle Rock.
This is definitely a seed made for champions.
Yeah, they're skipping everything.
Both these runners are... Go ahead.
I do not like isolating Sahar 36 minutes into a seed. Good point. Grey Corvid. And yes, they have not checked Spike Cave either. So they could very easily have left things behind. Let's see what the second scamfish has today. Art piece. Nice splash deletion there by DDRKirby. I still don't know how to do that trick. Akumagath getting the run around there by the big chest in Hera. Lots of hype in chat for this match.
A lot of love in the northern part of the world today.
Or partial love. Yeah, in terms of heart containers, they're pretty much neck and neck. Although Kirby has his blue mail that he picked up in Hookshot Cave.
Yep, it looks like Akumagath's on his way there now.
I wonder if he can hover, though. He can only pick that mail up if he can hover. Finally, we're going to check Green Pendant and Sassy.
And that is all 4 bottles for DDRKirby.
All having bees.
Akumagath finally picking up his cape and shield as well.
Nothing but a key in the first chest of pod. Lots of love in pod as well. We do get to see what the medallion requirement is for Turtle Rock, and it is Quake. I know we did see Quake somewhere. Or,
It is on.
Yeah, it was on Bombos medallion tablet.
Yep. Very nice dash there by Kirby.
Big key there on the little platform to the side of the bridge. Yes, Akumagath is going to try a hover. Oh, just missing it though on the edge there.
A very good attempt. Kirby, meanwhile, going for hammer yump.
Another difficult trick I can't quite do.
It was a very successful one right there, and that was very impressive to watch.
Oh, just failing it again. I have to hand it to Akumagath, not giving up.
A lot of hover
now, at
bashing
least.
going. A lot of hover bashing going on in the chat right now.
Imp has to pull the axe out of retirement. Not sure what axe you're referring to, but oh, that's unlucky. Akumagath taking a death there in Spike Cave, just running out of magic as he lifts up the block.
Dapper, I think so too, but I think he's going to be very mad when he sees what's in this check.
No frustration slashes though. Akumagath making his check on Lumberjack Tree. He's going to see his Master Sword there and think, uh-oh. What if my other swords are in GT? We are going to see a pedestal check, though, from Akumagath. Do feel this is a good play. Given how trolly the seed has been so far.
Aww.
Couch cash, though. Ped dreams are dead.
Get your 07s in chat for our fallen friend, the Ped check.
Is so far an excellent fight on Helmasaur King. Taking the Helma King down very, very smoothly there. That's our second crystal, I believe. For DDRKirby.
Akumagath showing us Lumberjack Ledge. Now this is important because Kirby didn't get to do it earlier and he isolated it. And looks like Kirby was right to do so.
That's $300. Mirroring straight into Eastern now. What's the mantra? Always beat Crystal Dungeons.
Oh, you're right here. You can easily turn in the green pendant. It's not a bad play at all.
Yes, I wonder if they've forgotten it's a green pendant.
Akumagath going for his kern jump. Very well done.
It's a hard trick, that one. I tried doing it and failed miserably.
My mentors taught me it for like 20-30 minutes. Actually before years of mine race. And I haven't practiced it since. I'm sure I could still do it, but it's just I'll have to start practicing it again.
I might need to have a session with someone to get good with that.
Yes, to answer the question, chat. Akumagath actually did go into Desert Palace. They are locked. They were locked by boot, which they have now, but they still don't have a fire source.
Hot container. I do like Kirby's play here to go and finish the dungeon. Been clear of that room just before the Armor's Knights. Tanking up on arrows.
Very good quick kill by Kirby.
Up a bloomerang as a reward there, I think I caught.
Akumagath now catching up, going over towards Pod himself.
Yep, we get to see though whether this green pendant turn-in was worth it or not.
And we're getting a virtual high five right there between our two runners.
Just $20 from the old man.
So Hashula, we just found your family heirloom and all you're going to give us is $20?
Cheapskate.
So now you got to start questioning, where is a fire source available?
I think it's locked behind something.
I'm thinking it's in desert. I really do.
Well, what has not been checked yet? They've not checked swamp, which is openable.
Yeah.
It could be in there. Has either of them been in Skull Woods yet?
They have not. Actually, to follow up on that, I don't think they can do Swamp Palace because they don't have flippers to get past to the first check.
Yeah, they need flippers for that. But Skull Woods is an option, I think, for Fire Rod, perhaps. You could also do Ice Palace, fake flipper in, and bomb boss admission. But it's pretty crazy with just a fighter's sword. Speaking of Skull Woods, one item is just a heart piece. Yep, good knowledge there, knowing that the Bloomerang will stun the Gibdos. Big key there in Skullwoods. And there are the flips.
Flippers.
That, of course, now means that Swamp Palace is in logic.
Surprising that Kirby is not mirroring, considering that he... Oh no, he had to fall down left side. Never mind, ignore me. Forgetting he doesn't have a key.
Yeah, this pinball room is a bit of a pain without keys. I think that's 2 items from Skullwoods now.
Yep, the heart piece that was in the first one, and then the flippers in that other check.
There's nothing else of value, I believe.
To answer the question in chat, yes, Gray, that would be correct. The boots were in Super Bunny Cave, and the hookshot was in Bonk Rocks. Neither one is in Logic because they still don't have logical progression to the mountain.
Which means Lamp has got to be somewhere, or Flute has got to be somewhere.
If you're just joining us an hour in, welcome. This is the Gold Sword Bracket Finals, Game 1 for the Goma Podcast Mentor Tournament. These two runners are pretty logistically close in terms of items, but Kirby has had just a little bit better routing. Akumagath has decided to take some alternative routes. Has also had a couple unfortunate deaths in both Thieves Town and on the mountain.
Having said that, they've both played like champs.
Oh, absolutely. Both these runners deserve a follow.
Finally, the Swamp Palace play here. I wonder if we will see a fire rod in here. No, big key. No Samaria yet either for Diver Down, so they're going to have to use bombs instead.
I personally find bombs to be the more enjoyable of the two.
Yeah. Not the easier of the two, though.
Yeah.
It's that lamp. They need to come in here to get the progression to go up the mountain. Not.
Well, if they had
It's
checked
obvious.
Skullwood's front when they got all that progression, I mean, this would have been completable. Well, not completable, but this would have been, you could have checked this a very long time ago. But almost a guaranteed required double dip if you weren't doing it out of logic.
It's his bomb clip there, second time lucky.
Oh, it was a very nice setup for it as well. Akumagath having a little bit of a hard time with Helmosaur King over there. Just got to be very careful about how much hearts that he has left.
DDRKirby is picking up more and more hearts. Helmosaur King finally taking a bow. Another crystal for Akumagath. Number 2, I think.
3. They also have Tower of Hera. And Thieves Town.
Yep. DDRKirby about to pick up his 4th though with Argus.
Having to fight it with the menu buffer.
It's slow, but works.
Kirby, if you're watching this back later, I just want you to know you're hurting Jon Snow in chat. He's asking you to please spin your sword.
Finally, that's all the puffs taken out. He's trying for a solid bonk on the head with that hammer.
A very nice menu fight Argus battle for Kirby.
Reward.
Akumagath just following up with Kirby's routing of doing Pod then Eastern Palace.
Yep. What's next for DDRKirby though? That is the question.
Aga?
Is Aga? I don't think so. I think we're likely to see Ice Palace before that. Desert Ledge, just a heart piece there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we saw that earlier on Akumagath's side when they did Desert.
Giving BMOS the slip there. Watch having the small key. I think it's important to point out that DDRKirby did skip the left side of Swamp. So if the fire rod was there, he's abandoned it.
Yeah, and there should be one more item over there, because I remember the compass was in the big chest.
I think that is the go mode item, the fire rod. Out of there from the desert big key room.
To answer the question in chat, flippers were in the disappearing floor room in the front of the Skullwoods.
Akumagath picking up his $20 from Sassy. Now, if they don't find another sword, I think you might be right. We might see a late Aga 1 play. They both know that the second sword is on the Lumberjack ledge. There are a lot of other locations. Just hoping that they're both in GT. This is a very nice fight so far for DDRKirby on Lamolus. Feels bad when you get sniped by those rocks with land molars. Like a game of Splat the Rat with his hammer. Yeah, I've had a pretty rough day today, Festa. So I want to make things a little bit more interesting for the runners, shall we say. Nice fight there, picking up his 5th crystal, I think that is, in Desert Palace.
Yep, that's 5. Herapod, Swamp Palace, and Thieves Town.
Ice Palace and Skullwoods to go. And still no Fire Rod. We are getting the magic back, Chet, over on Akumagath side. There's the Rip Cane.
That's huge.
Very, very big.
Now the question becomes, does Kirby ever find a reason to go back to Kakariko to go and turn that in? Because as of right now, that's the only check he has left in Kakariko.
True. He's just about to head off to do another fetch quest in the shovel dig spot. He's in the mood for fetch quests. He may root in the bat as well. It's the other rod. We don't need the ice rod, but nice to find it buried there. Yeah, this seed is all over the place. He is making his way up.
Right as I say it, Kirby decides to prove me wrong.
Cool it though. One fetch quest into the other. Also picking up his Cane of Samaria. I think that's got to be Ice Palace play now.
Amarith being blamed in chat for if he rolled this seed, followed up with game. The blue fire rod doesn't get us into Skull Woods.
You tried, Amarith. Yeah, we can shoot the entrance at Skullwoods with the ice rod and see what it does.
I don't know. I'm now convinced Amarith rolled this seed because the last seed he rolled for me was an absolutely garbage of a seed.
Be a good idea. Like, you know how the boss area in Skullwoods is blocked by the fire rod, like that door coming out of the Skullwoods boss area. If you could randomize whether you need the fire rod or the ice rod for that, and you only know when you try it, would add a little bit of variety to randomizer, perhaps. Bit of an idea for VTorp or one of the devs there. I don't know, maybe I'm just wanting these players to have a bad day.
To answer the question in chat, Sorcerer, it's been a very unique seed. It was very Stackerico, with all of the Dark World progression being inside of Kakariko or in the well. And they've just been checking Dark World and Light World at the same time ever since. Couple of deaths there in Akumagath's Thieves Town as well as on the mountain, but they've been really close almost the entire seed.
Flawless icebreaker there from DDRKirby. Yeah. We have a missing fire rod hunt for both players. I mean, there's still some very awkward locations for that fire rod. Very nice clip there into the stairs in Ice Palace. Not seen that before. Yeah, I think possibly the worst location for that fire rod would probably be on Vitreous, with the flute being on Trinex at this point. It kind of turns out Ice Palace is a bit of a bust. Thank you, Nightbot. Please do give everyone the love they deserve. From myself, my channel there, Joki 1981. My fellow commentator, Furious Prince 97. Our tracker, Shinmaru. And Amarith. Please do follow us all. This is gonna hurt. Fight a sword cold stare is not easy.
At least they have the hammer to make it a little bit more bearable and a whole bunch of hearts to pad themselves with, as well as blue mail.
As well, I think. Did they tank up again, or was it just green? Yeah, they've got a blue one. Good. One puff down for DDRKirby. Akumagath still after his first puff.
To Sorcerer, we are, but we also know that there is a Master Sword on Lumberjack Ledge. So I think both of our runners are just trying their best not to have to go to Aghanim.
Logic now, as the lamp has been found.
That was a really good fight by both runners there.
Yep, fantastic swordsmanship. DDRKirby making his play, I think, to Super Bomb Shop. We're going to see a pyramid ferry check here.
Looks like Akumagath's following right in those footsteps.
Yep, great minds think alike, as they say. Oh no. He's heading south. He's going to do swamp. So if you want Akumagath to win, we're kind of hoping the fire rod's on the left side of swamp. If you want DDRKirby to win, we're hoping it's in the pyramid ferry. And if we want to just be pure evil, the fire rod's on Vitreous. It's not there. Picking up some free blue potion though in the Fat Fairies location.
So right now, I think isolated checks we're talking about would just be Hera Basement, Spike Cave, and Left Side Swamp.
Akumagath did Spike Cave.
I thought he had died on it. I'm sorry.
I think he went back. We're not looking at a Spike Cave play here. I think this is a beeline to Turtle Rock.
He can't get into TR though. He doesn't have Quake.
He can't. Fire rod on Laser Bridge. That's possible. That is possible, Lumaga.
The other thing that we're forgetting is I just remembered that he also did not check that last check in Hookshot Cave.
Of course. Maybe he's heading back there for that. Bedrock's once again getting in the way. And I know we did find Quake earlier, or we know where it is, but I can't remember. Where was that Quake? It was on Bombos tablet. That's where it was.
Oh no! Feels bad, man.
It does, but that now means that Maya is in logic. And potentially Far Rod could be on Laser Bridge, just as Lumaga says.
So that would be a double required, not really double required, but that would be boots in Super Bunny Cave to Hookshot and Bonk Rocks to get Flute in Hookshot Cave.
Yep. Not nice.
Oh,
Silvers!
wow.
Oh, wow.
Akumagath's gonna feel really bad when he realizes silvers were in Hookshot or were Spike Cave.
It's horrid. Who did roll this seed again?
Amarith just confirmed that she rolled the seed.
It's a really nice one. It has to be that last check in Hookshot Cave, though, doesn't it? Unbelievable. Finally have the Maya checks. What is in the shed today?
Oh no!
Just junk in my shed. Akumagath taking another death in Swamp Palace. Art piece in Checkerboard Cave. So is DDRKirby going to go into Misery Mire?
We still did not see fire. We still did not see Hera Basement either. So, unfortunately, we may see another mountain trip here if we don't find anything in Mire.
Surely the game can't be that evil to put the fire rod in Hera Basement. I mean, I've seen evil seeds in my time, but this one really does take the cake. I don't think Akumagath has done the left side of Swamp yet, has he?
No, I think that they're feeling really behind because they now have 3 boss deaths. So it wouldn't surprise me if they too orphan left side swamp.
What if it's there? We finally find another sword in Misery Mire. DDRKirby gonna have to light these lamps the long old-fashioned way.
The way the game intended.
Yeah, a bit of a tongue twister there for me. And this isn't Link's Awakening, but seashells on the seashore. This fire rod. $300. That means Viti does not have anything. Is it the Turtle Rock play here that's going to win?
I'm actually still really hoping for left side swamp at this point.
He is going to check that now, I think.
No, he's probably going to go grab Quake from the Bombos tablet. That way he can get back into TR.
Of course. But if you're that close to Swamp Palace's entrance here, you might as well do it.
Oh my god, they are doing left side swamp first. Amarith, he picked up a Master Sword in, yeah. in Mire.
Restreamer.
Akumagath going for Hera Basement. Not a bad play at all.
It's got to be right. Dodgy mic there, Furious Prince.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, a few people there saying that the correct play was not to skip left side swamp.
Unfortunately, they just also said that Fire Rod was in Hera Basement. So,
It wasn't, presumably. Oh, it was!
it was.
Wow! So you needed the fire source to get the fire source, and the fire source was in swamp. Because that's where the lamp was. This means that Akumagath may catch up here. Because I get the feeling DDRKirby will probably do Turtle Rock before he goes to Hera Basement. This is what they call a race, ladies and gentlemen.
To clear up the confusion in chat, yes, one of the swords might be in TR, might be in GT, but the other sword is on Lumberjack Ledge, so we already know where one of the swords is. Can't entirely fault Kirby at all either if you're thinking this is the correct play.
No. He might be able to do more than one chest, depending on where the big key is. Yeah, that's also true, Oro. Akumagath will not be getting the silvers that were in Spike Cave.
Unfortunately, Kumagath's also going to have to take another trip up to the mountain to get the flute out of Hookshot Cave.
Do they need the flute, though?
They might want it to get that sword out of Misery Mire. They are still looking for another sword. And unless you want to go do Aghanim,
No big key yet in Turtle Rock. Akumagath heading towards Mothula. Still only with a fighter's sword, though. Yeah, that barrier he's just destroyed, it might be fun to change it so that it's vulnerable to different weapons. At the front of Skullwoods.
April Fool's Day next year.
Yeah.
You're giving them ideas.
Ice rod required to enter Skullwoods boss. The lamp was in Swamp Palace. Just answering one of your questions in chat. Meanwhile, Mimic Cave produces a piece of heart. As Akumagath takes down Mothula.
And that is 7 crystals. So, you know what that means, chat. We like to play a little game here as well.
GT time.
Yeah. So, we're going to let you pick a number between 1 and 22. And wherever the big key falls, you'll get fabulous internet points. Where do you place your numbers for, Joki?
Oh, given how trolly this seed has been, I think at least 27.
Between 1 and 22?
Yeah, it's somewhere they haven't checked yet, like on Trinex, you know, or on Laser Bridge. Yep, 22. Make it the tile room. Well said, Amarith.
I am always going to stick with number 13.
But you're not alone. Red Kitsune, number 8, has gone for number 8. And Rolo Nusia has gone for 13 as well. So, does that mean you both win prizes if you both get it right?
our wonderful prediction up in chat, even, odd, or tile room.
Not tile room. Finally, DDRKirby going downstairs to the basement of Hera. He will be picking up his fire rod very soon. Yeah, a little bit of frustration slashing from Akuma there. Finding his flute late. If I have to guess a number, I will go with 11. I don't think anyone's gone for 11 yet. Yeah. I'm the only one with 11, so... the first person to enter GT. Looks like he's going left side first, or at least the Dark Magician route first. Check number 1 is just a small key. Chest number 3, 4, 5, still no big key. Yeah, this is going to be a close race. There is the big key in chest number 6.
Well, I just lost all my internet points. But congratulations on those that did win, and Akumagath is not going for the climb?
Correct. He still does not have a better sword, so I think he's opening up some more chests in the hope of finding a master sword at least. After all, he does not want to do Aga 1.
40,000 points were put on tile room.
Still no sword. This is interesting. Is he going to make the climb? He is. Is it possible to do a fight as Sword Ganon?
It is not, because you can't stun him. Especially since he has no silver arrows either.
There's another prediction going on here. Will there be a sword in Ganon's tower, is that?
Yes. 95% so far are saying no.
Interesting. I think there may be a sword in Ganon's tower, but it's probably in a Rando room or Ice Armos. And of course he's bypassed that, so...
Kirby now also making his way up.
Nice clear of that room there. Yeah, this gauntlet is playing well for Akumagath. DDRKirby just entering GT as Akumagath takes down Lammo 2. A slight lead there, but he's still looking for a Master Sword. Interesting routing there to light the torches in this room. I don't think I've ever seen it done like that before. Oh, I see. He's running low on magic and doesn't want to run out. No luck on finding a sword yet.
Nothing will be more heartbreaking when if he gets all the way up there and doesn't have a sword to fight Ganon with. He can beat Aga too, but
Meanwhile, Moldorm 2 living up to his name of Trolldorm. Clears him out though eventually. Come on, last chest. Validation chest for a sword. No.
Ended it the same way it started, with $20. We just don't need to raid our uncle's pockets this time for it.
Actually, I think the first chest was that bottle with green potion in it.
You are right, in Link's house.
I'm not so sure I agree with that prediction result. I think there may have been a sword, but it's in the rooms they've not checked, like Rando room and Ice Armos. There's another one. Will there be a sword in the...
In the GT climb was the prediction.
Okay.
So then, yeah, I agree with that result.
Yep. Akumagath is going for it. He's going for the sword off
Lumberjack Ledge, yeah.
Lumberjack Ledge. Does put DDRKirby strongly in the lead though, then.
Unfortunately, I think by the time that Akumagath gets the sword, I think it might be just a little too late.
Yep, I am inclined to agree. That is, of course, unless he takes a fall. But runners of these calibers, they're not going to take falls on the pig. Very nice Aga 2 fight there for DDRKirby. I mean, for how horrible this seed has been, for them to even get anywhere close to a sub 2 is really good. Interesting strats here with the Cane of Samaria and Master Sword spins. Is a really good strat using the Cane of Samaria block like that.
Just to correct that in chat, for us, it's only one potential sword that could have still been down there. In their minds, yes, 2 swords could have been in the basement, but we know that, in Akumagath's mind, 2 swords could have been in the basement, but we know that there could have only been 1.
DDRKirby onto the final phase of Ganon now. Just as Akumagath is trying to deal with Aga 1. There goes the pig.
GG's.
GG's indeed. DDRKirby our winner with a time of 1 hour 53 and 9 seconds. Get your GG's in chat.
And we are being joined by DDRKirby himself. GG's.
1 hour was fast. 9 seconds.
Hey everyone, GG's. That was a wild seed.
Very, very stacked to
again.
begin with. GG's.
Was fast. There's a bit of an echo here.
Yeah, Kirby, we're getting a little bit of an echo from you.
Sorry, one second, yeah. Oh, I will fix. Is this any better?
Yes.
So.
It's back.
Let me switch my audio setup. Just give me a few seconds. Yeah.
Akumagath just now grabbing his Master Sword, so he too should be on his way to go and fight the big pig.
Heading a very unusual route. Why would you not just flute or save and quit and use the Dark World portal south of Link's house?
All right. Are we good on the echo now?
It sounds like it.
All right.
I think so.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yes, what a seed.
Yeah,
What
that
stood out?
That was a long one. Well, besides Hera basement, knowing about the sword, I don't actually remember. Can you guys remind me where I got the second sword?
Meyer.
That, it was in
Restreamer.
Meyer. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Akumagath actually did not go and grab this sword from Meyer. They never even set foot in it. They didn't get their flute until just before heading into GT.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you were behind going into GT, but because they did not have a second sword, it kind of puts you in the lead a little bit. And they also don't
Yeah.
have silvers.
Yeah, I just saw that on the restream. 10 minutes in the past, I guess.
Akumagath had a really bad day in Spike Cave. Just as he's having a bad day on Ganon right now.
Oh no. Oh, let's go. We got the Samaria strats on Akumagath's side. Is he getting the one cycle? Oh,
I think
that's
he's thinking
unfortunate.
about hovering? No? I don't know what Akumagath is doing.
He might. This is.
But
He might be piecing out, yeah. But for anyone who doesn't know, so with the Cane of Samaria, you can actually get a one cycle on phase 2, but it's really tight, and I missed it, so but that's what I was going for.
what was your thoughts when you saw all your Dark World progression items in Kakariko?
I think my first thought was, oh my gosh, my head is exploding, and I've never had this situation before. But then I was like, all right, well, I have the mirror, so it's probably more efficient if I take the portal and kind of just mirror as I go and check all the Dark World and Light World. And somehow I managed to mostly keep my wits about me and check everything. I did leave behind the library ledge, as I'm sure you guys noticed, but luckily that didn't end up mattering.
What's Akumagath doing? Is he just trolling us here?
I think he's I think he's done.
Yep. That shovel does a lot of damage to Ganon.
Well, I have to bow out here, but congratulations again, Kirby, on your win.
Yeah, thank you.
Indeed. Do you have any idea when Game 2 is going to be?
We don't know yet. I was thinking same time tomorrow, but I think I'll have to schedule it with Akuma. And we'll see.
Yep.
And,
I think that might be a good idea, just checking with him.
yeah, but whatever works out. And yeah, I just want to, just because I heard it on the restream, I know you guys mentioned that, runners of this caliber don't fall on Ganon, and for the most part that's true, but I don't know, anything can happen. So I wouldn't really, runners of this caliber, I feel like probably don't take a fall on Ganon, but I've seen better players than myself and Akuma, run into worse situations. So never say never.
I've fallen on Ganon as well, but you guys are so much better than me at this game. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think anyone would expect you to fall on Ganon, but you make a good point. Anyone can have a bad day.
Yeah, I think especially when you're, looking at, you're in the finals, maybe it's a game 3 situation, your brain is melting to butter and your fingers are shaking, like anything can happen. So, but that's I think that's why a lot of times this is kind of fun to watch. But anyways, enough about that. I don't know if you wanted to talk about the seed.
Indeed, you have played incredibly well though today. I mean, I just wasn't used to the routing because you had the Moon Pearl and the Titan's Mitt so early in Cackwell.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure what to do. I'm actually really happy with how everything worked out. I was like, all right, we can already do Thieves Town. And normally in that situation, when I don't have the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to worry about Dark World access. I'm just going to do my CAC checks, finish all my Light World, and then I can worry about the Dark World later. I'm not a big fan of, jumping into the Dark World early. But at this point, I had the mirror, so it's like, okay, well, it is going to be more efficient if I can just take care of Thieves Town now. I was trying to balance it. I was like, okay, well, maybe I won't do Thieves Town immediately because I'm still on 5 hearts green mail, right? Like, so, like if I take a few fireballs in the blind fight, then that's really bad. So I was trying to kind of weigh the risks there, and so I was scared of Thieves Town. If something goes wrong with the blind script, and I was also really scared of the Turtle Room in Palace of Darkness, doing it in the dark. Luckily I got that first try with Ether, but yeah.
Very well played, that's all I can say. And we are certainly looking forward to your next match against Akumagath. I don't know if we're going to have him in the booth at all, or whether he's
I think he
rushed
mentioned.
off.
Yeah, I think he mentioned that he had something else to go to, so he had to take off.
Super. What's this? Always bomb NPCs. Yes, nicely said, Oro. Right, I think that's about it, unless you have anything to add. Well done on your first win, and I hope you do really well on your next match. Please do follow DDRKirby and Akumagath17. You have been listening to myself, Joki, and the other commentator was Furious Prince 97, who has had to shoot slightly early. Our restreamer today has been Amarith, and our tracker has been Shinmaru. Big shout going out to them. Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you again very soon for Game 2 of these finals, where maybe we will find out who has won the coveted prize of that interview on the Go Mode podcast with Timp, Dante, and Herfy Durfy. Stay tuned and see you all again very, very soon.